Hello?
Oh, sorry, it will ring.
Oh.
Sorry. And the name on the card you're using.
Hey, how you doing? I am over here at City Hall. I was wanting to speak with an officer. Is there anybody in y'all's department right now? Well, it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing urgent, but it's a concern that y'all have your police department basically locked off to the public. I want to. That's kind of odd to me, and I'm a you know I've been to a lot of cities. It's kind of rare to see basically the police department cordoned off, and so I want to speak to somebody about that. I am. Well, but they're closing up and leaving, so I'll wait outside. Yeah. Okay. 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 It's Dawn. Um, uh, yeah, I would prefer not to give my number out.
Am I okay to go down?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye.
I think she did, but did they want you to go to the lobby?
They told me, I was like, yeah, they're about to leave, so I'll stand and wait outside. And they were like, no, City Hall stays open. That's new to me.
Yeah, there's a waiting room down that way that she'll take you to.
Gotcha.
She's right down there.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's odd because I mean I am a journalist and it's just odd that they keep the police department basically locked up all the time.
It needs to be locked up. I don't know, for, I think, security, safety. But we can get you here and then the police will come in here and
Okay.
get you. That door right there,
Okay.
you have access to get out.
Okay.
That door. And I think after that 5 o'clock, it makes it so they can come in
Sure.
after we close to get into the police.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
So that door, you can leave anytime if they don't, but they should be right.
Okay. All right.
Hello,
Hello, sir.
what can I do for you?
Yeah, I had some questions for you.
Okay.
So you're recording. I'm gonna record all.
It's not, that's what the main kiosk is for anything in the city that you need.
I know.
If you need water, you need quartz, you need anything, it's all in
Well-
one central location.
But why is it why they said that they said that this office right here stays locked up for safety reasons.
I have no idea why they would say that.
You have no idea why they would say that.
No, sir. I know it's locked off until they close down there.
Okay.
And then this is open so that this is still, there's at least somewhere you can open 24/7 within the city.
I got you.
During regular business hours, the kiosk is there for citizens anything they need.
Sure.
Any department is represented by the kiosk, so it's just an ease of service.
And the kiosk, I never saw a kiosk
It's
over
the
there.
big, did you come after 5?
No, I came
It
about
would have been
4:30.
right through here, the big
But
customer
I
service.
also came through this door,
It says
and I
cu-
went to the desk and.
It says customer service and really big, that's the kiosk.
Oh, that's
Big-
gotcha,
big customer
Gotcha,
service.
gotcha. They just pretty much do everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do y'all have an officer named Swenson?
Yes.
Okay. So, I made contact with him the other night, and I would like to. I guess I would like to get his body camera, and possibly any radio traffic.
Okay.
Um,
Then you would have to file a
grandma?
grammar request during
Okay.
regular business hours.
I figured so. Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, he. I was just off to the side, safely recording a police stop. What was going on? Wasn't interfering. Wasn't bothering the officers or anything. I just for transparency and honestly, police should appreciate it. Ones that are doing their job, correctly, they should appreciate that, having somebody, an extra set of eyes on hand. But he came up and started asking questions, and I should have known that whenever a cop is acting nice and, asking questions, that they're just, it's for alternative purposes. And he went up and started talking to the other officers, and at first he was really cool. I asked him one of the questions. Shit, just catching my hand. I asked him what the 5 elements, if he knew the 5 elements or the 5 protections. Well, that's really the elements of the First Amendment, because I think it's very important if you're going to enforce laws. If you're going to protect people's rights, you got to know people's rights. The First Amendment's very, very important. Right? And you'd be surprised how many law enforcement officers can't even name 2 elements of the First Amendment. I've met several that couldn't even name 1. Didn't know freedom of speech. Do you know the elements?
What can I help you with though?
Well, I was asking about the lobby, and then I was asking about Swenson, and now I'm asking about the First Amendment.
Okay. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
You got 2. What else?
That's a nutshell. What else can I help
That's
you
not
with?
that's not in a nutshell. That's there are more protections than that. How can you protect somebody?
Sir, with all due respect, I get the point of this, and I'm more than willing to be helpful in any way I can. I don't want to come off as rude. That's not my intent. Can we move? I understand you have the freedom to do this. I will assist you in any way you can to do this, but can we move to what I can answer questions besides legal First Amendment rights? I'm not going to get into big debates with you. I just
Do
want
you
to
not
move.
think that
I think the First
constitutional
Amendment, I
rights?
think the Constitution is very important. That's the first thing I swore to uphold.
Yes.
And I will make sure, and I make sure that I uphold that.
But how
and
can
we
you
do a
uphold
very
it
good
if you
job.
don't know it?
Okay, what are you saying the 5 Amendment? What they are?
Why? I mean, I always ask because
I
the
know, I'm asking
Constitution-
you, what are the 5?
What are the 5?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got freedom of speech, you got freedom of religion, freedom of the press.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm press. You got the right to peacefully assemble,
Yes, sir.
and the right to redress the government
Yes, sir.
on grievances. Those are 5 things.
I agree with all of them. And that's why I'm sitting here trying to have a cordial conversation and
I
answer
know, you are.
what I can for you.
It's just it's crazy to me how many law enforcement officers deflect whenever that question is asked, and then
It's because we're trained not to give legal advice, and I'm not going to get into a legal argument.
that is not legal advice.
Okay, well, I'm not going to get in. I don't want to
There's
get
no
into legal,
debate.
I don't want to get into legal arguments with anybody over anything. Right? That's not my intent. That's not my job. My job is to enforce and protect the laws and protect your rights. And yes, your counter to that is I should know what your rights are, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
So is there?
But I do know.
Is there something?
Yeah, and it's
with
not
interaction with
y'all's.
Swenson
It's
that I can address. That's what I'm trying to get to. I guess is there something I can address with the interaction with Swenson that with Officer Swenson
so
that I can help you with?
after that stop, after they left, I noticed that it felt like they were basically running surveillance on me. Something got said, and they started I was over at the Taco Bell. I was over,
Over
by the
at
Antelope
61.
Inn, and I kept noticing them driving in there. Basically, it looked like they were trying to, get the full ID on my car, the car tag. Like it was. I felt like they took offense that I was standing there and that they were preparing to retaliate some way, somehow. And that shouldn't be the case. I mean, that if that was the case, that needs to be rectified.
I agree.
And that's why, if they had a conversation about getting my tag, about, following up on, keeping an eye on me, this, that, and the other, then I want to know about it.
That would be on the body cameras. So.
That would be on the
but
body cameras.
again, I'm not at liberty to provide that. That would have to go through the grammar request.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it was Saturday night at 11:07 p.m. So
This Saturday?
the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 5th.
So
Are we on the
2 days ago? Yeah, we're on the 17th now. Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else besides that I can help you with today?
What are y'all scanner frequency codes?
I have no idea. I have no idea what those are. I know we don't lock ours down like some people do, but we do not. My understanding is we dispatch through Layton in there and have no plans of locking ours down.
Yeah.
So ours are not locked down, but I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, I know Layton's I've got the scanner F on my phone, but it doesn't do a whole lot of good because I feel like they're actually about 5 minutes behind on everything. There's some type of delay.
I have no idea on that. That's not my wheelhouse. I
Okay.
turn the radio on, it works. They program them, I make sure I'm on the right channel. I don't know what the zones are, what the frequencies are.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know where to look.
I got you. Well, I appreciate your professionalism. And what was your name?
Sergeant Nelson.
Sergeant Nelson. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
How long you been here?
Just short of 25 years.
Same department.
Yes, sir. You're
Wow.
about my 5th or 6th first, the kind of one like this. It's not, like I said, I just try to answer the best I can. And
Yeah, no, I'm not out to provoke or anything like that. I always.
It's following you as you move.
Yeah. It's my cameraman. I ain't even gotta have a cameraman with me. But no, I do this because I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I swore a lifelong oath to protect and defend, just like y'all, and that oath didn't expire whenever I got out. I've had my rights mowed over, and this is something that I do to basically preserve my children's generation. It's
I don't know of an officer, and like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know of an officer that's gonna, willfully disregard the Constitution in any way.
good deal.
I know in Utah especially, we take policing our own very serious. And, I've heard stories, and just like anybody
No,
else.
Farmington's no good.
I honestly don't know any of the Farmington officers anymore.
Yeah.
But,
You remember the Chase Allen story?
I'm
Yeah.
familiar with it.
Yeah, we've looked in, me and a couple other journalists have looked into it. Actually, it was them, and they brought me into the loop on everything, and there's a lot of fishy stuff with that whole situation, but,
I wasn't there, I'm not gonna comment.
No, I understand. Well, Sergeant Nielsen, I appreciate your time.
Okay, well,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
sir.
you have a good day.
Yes, sir, you too.
And so you just came in,
So they let me in that door.
so now this door should be unlocked and open for people. So it's
Yeah.
basically, to answer, to go back to question number 1.
Right.
It's just for all the citizens, one key location was the thought process. Like when I started years ago, this was its own area of the water. Like we had broke all over. They're just trying to make it easier for everybody. One central location during
Yeah.
regular business hours.
So yeah, and I guess that makes sense because after business hours, people would call.
Yeah, and if you need to get into the building, they don't know. I think that might be the security thing they're talking about. If you need to get into the security, they lock down all the rest of the city when nobody's here, but they open this section up.
I just wanted to ask about this because, I don't like being told that I can't go in. Like when it comes to like it should be publicly accessible. You know, people come into the police department. I need to find out exactly why. You know?
And like I said, we're, you know, the doors, when this door's closed, this door's open, so there's always a way to come in and reach us.
Okay.
So it's not like anything's walled off or closed or trying to prevent, we're not, you know, the city's not trying to prevent anybody, just trying to make it better, more convenient for citizens, depending on what their needs are. Because before you'd have somebody need, you know, the police department go to the water department, or, you know what I mean? So just one shop to help everybody with their needs.
Gotcha.
Okay?
So you said you've had some dealings with some other First Amendment people.
I've had a few come in and have chats with me in this office over the years.
Were they just complete dicks or
Hey, you know, it's, I don't know that, I don't take offense.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I've had, the one interaction I had a couple with the same gentleman, I don't know his name. I thought it was cordial here. I got called back up on the base and actually helped him with the base because.
Is he Hispanic?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of helped him with the base
You
because
told
they were struggling a little bit with what he could and couldn't do.
I know exactly the video that you're talking about. I know him. I know
Like I said, I didn't have any. I don't have anything negative about
Yeah.
it. It wasn't a negative interaction either time. I've
He's
had
actually
a few.
yeah. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
I've seen some rowdy ones over the years, but yeah.
No, I haven't had anything like that. I know what you're talking about. No, I have not. I have not had anything like that. You know, I would be offended.
Sure.
You know, but I know where you're getting. But.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
I appreciate it, Sergeant.
Good luck.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, just what is today, Monday? So yeah, tomorrow if you want to come back,
Okay.
they can help you fill out all the paperwork.
Yeah. Well, and actually, I'm gonna be emailing them in a grammar request tonight, and so I may just go ahead and add that to the grammar request. What is now? Can you? I didn't get his badge number. Do you happen to know his badge number?
No. They changed all of our badge numbers when we merged with Layton City.
So y'all are merged with?
No, our dispatch merged.
Okay.
The state changed the law that they want one dispatch center per county kind of a thing. So we, for years, had our own dispatch center. So our dispatch center was absorbed into Layton's dispatch center, and Layton is kind of morphed over dispatch over a bigger area.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So just trying to solidify and make better service for
Okay.
everybody. So, but in that transition, because we had multiple agencies trying to combine, they uniformed the badge numbers. And so
Right.
it changed everybody's badge numbers.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I could give you the first couple because they're the same as mine.
Right. So what would being that I don't have his, and I should have asked him. No, I mean normally
if you just
I
say
do.
Officer
He just-
Swenson, they're going to know
Yeah.
he's our only Officer Swenson right
Okay.
now. So it's not.
And it's SWENSON.
SRN.
Okay.
Yeah. So and like I said, they're not. Everybody's going to know who he is. It's not.
Yeah, I
Badge
mean,
numbers
I
is
wasn't.
kind of honestly, it's an East Coast thing.
Yeah.
I would say the majority of my career, we never even had them because you're a 30-man department. We know who you're talking about. And
Right.
I don't need a badge number to say, okay, I know the
Right.
Swenson you're talking about.
Well, and see, I wasn't even really like, out in any type of like aggressive stress testing mode or anything like that. I was just keeping it nice and cordial, and I thought he was, keeping it nice and cordial, and the way that he just burned off and basically it was just the way that he pulled off, the way that he looked at me as he was pulling off, kind of said, okay, yeah, he was trying to dig whatever information he could get out of me, acting like he was friendly, on my side with it. And I didn't even ask him what his badge number was because, I was just trying to keep it cordial, and I should have, but,
Yeah, and like I said, I can go get it if it's not maybe.
No. I'll just, if it's a big deal, if they have issues
I'm
fulfilling their request.
going to guarantee you they're not. If they do come back and see me, because I'll be shocked, and I'll find it for you.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said, we know who he is.
Okay.
So I don't see how that would be.
Has he been on the force a while?
A little bit, yeah, about 10 years.
10 years? Okay.
Probably. So long enough, yeah, we know.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
be here 2 years, we're gonna know who you are. It's a 30-minute appointment. So.
Right. I understand.
All righty.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay, you have
Thank you,
a good day,
Sergeant.
sir.
You too.